Just when you thought the Tesla Cybertruck's production nightmares were finally over, a new report suggests a critical new roadblock could send Tesla back to the drawing board. For years, reservation holders have been waiting, wondering when their futuristic electric pickup would finally arrive. After a series of delays that pushed the initial 2021 launch date further and further, production at the Texas Gigafactory seemed to be hitting a stable rhythm in 2025. Deliveries were ramping up. More of these unique angular trucks appeared on roads, turning heads everywhere, but that calm was just the eye of the storm. Breaking news reports surfaced today, September 19, 2025, indicating another significant production bottleneck. Whispers from inside sources, supply chain analysts, point to a potential pause or a dramatic slowdown on the Cybertruck assembly line. This isn't a minor hiccup. The issue appears fundamental to what makes the Cybertruck unique. Just as markets got used to stainless steel beasts on the road, this development throws a wrench into the operation. The timing could not be worse. The specific issue at the heart of this rumored production halt appears to be the ultra-hard 30x cold-rolled stainless steel exoskeleton. This material is the Cybertruck's signature feature, giving it that iconic sci-fi look and the promise of unparalleled durability. However, that same strength is proving to be a massive manufacturing headache. For those not familiar with industrial production, think of it like this. Most cars are made from steel aluminum that is stamped into curved shapes by massive presses. This process is well understood and has been refined for over a century. The Cybertruck steel, however, is so rigid that it resists being shaped, which is why the truck has flat panels and sharp angles. According to industry insiders, the problem lies in the consistency and integrity of the welds that hold these massive steel panels together. The sheer thickness and rigidity of the exoskeleton require specialized welding techniques, and it appears that these are failing to meet Tesla's quality control standards at scale. Reports suggest a higher than acceptable number of frames are showing microscopic stress fractures or inconsistencies after the final assembly process. This is a critical safety and durability concern. If the frame that is supposed to be bulletproof can't even hold itself together reliably on the production line, it poses a long-term risk for owners down the road. To put it in simpler terms, imagine building a house of cards with thick, unbendable metal plates instead of playing cards. Getting them to stand up and stay together perfectly every single time is incredibly difficult. That's the challenge Tesla faces. But on an industrial scale with millions of dollars of machinery, for the hundreds of thousands of people who put down a deposit for a Cybertruck, many of them years ago, this news is nothing short of crushing. These aren't just customers. They are fans, believers in Tesla's mission, who have been patiently waiting through multiple delays. They've defended the truck's polarizing design, watched every Elon Musk presentation, and followed every scrap of news from the Gigafactory. Many of them had finally received delivery windows for late 2025 or early 2026, and were starting to get genuinely excited. The dream was finally within reach, and they were preparing to welcome their futuristic pickup into their driveways. This potential production halt throws all of that into disarray. A delivery estimate that was once a few months away could suddenly be pushed back indefinitely. For someone who has been waiting since the 2019 announcement, another year-long delay feels like an eternity. It tests the limits of customer loyalty and patience. People who planned their finances, sold their old trucks, or even made arrangements to install home charging stations in anticipation of their new vehicle, are now left in limbo. The frustration is palpable across online forums and social media, where the mood has shifted from excitement to a mix of anxiety, anger, and disappointment. The problem is compounded for those who have already been waiting the longest. The initial batch of reservation holders from 2019 and 2020 have watched as Tesla prioritized production of the more expensive dual-motor and tri-motor beast models. For anyone who has followed Tesla over the years, this news, while disappointing, is hardly surprising. The company has a long and well-documented history of wrestling with what Elon Musk famously termed production hell. This pattern of ambitious product announcements followed by excruciating manufacturing delays has become a core part of the Tesla narrative. Roadster Model S Model 3. The Model 3 ramp-up in particular serves as a stark parallel. Battery module assembly body panel gaps, overly ambitious robotic automation had to be ripped out and replaced with human workers. The company was burning through cash at an alarming rate, and many analysts predicted its demise. Montage of financial headlines about near bankruptcy and sharp stock drops. While Tesla ultimately overcame those challenges and turned the Model 3 into a global bestseller, the experience left deep scars. It was a lesson in the immense difficulty of mass-producing vehicles, especially those that attempt to reinvent the manufacturing process itself. The Cybertruck represents an even greater manufacturing leap than the Model 3. The choice of a stainless steel exoskeleton, while brilliant for marketing and durability, was a deliberate move into uncharted territory for a mass-produced vehicle. Traditional automakers have avoided this for a reason. It's incredibly difficult and expensive to work with. Tesla believed it could solve problems others deemed insurmountable. This latest reported setback is a harsh reminder that innovation in manufacturing often comes at a high cost, steep learning curves, and painful public failures. On one hand, Tesla has always managed to pull through, eventually delivering on its promises, even if years late. This track record gives supporters hope that the company will solve the welding issue. A significant delay in Cybertruck production doesn't happen in a vacuum. The automotive world is watching closely. Tesla's competitors are undoubtedly seeing this as a golden opportunity. Companies like Ford, Rivian, Chevrolet, a lineup of electric trucks parked side by side. While the Cybertruck has dominated headlines with its radical design, these competitors have been steadily producing and delivering more conventional, but highly capable, electric pickups. A stumble from Tesla is their chance to lure away impatient and frustrated reservation holders. Ford, with its F150 Lightning, is perhaps best positioned to benefit. The Lightning leverages the decades-long legacy of the F150. It offers a familiar design and user experience, a major selling point for traditional truck buyers. Ford could ramp up marketing efforts, targeting disgruntled Tesla reservation holders. Dealerships could be instructed to highlight that you can drive a Lightning off the lot today, rather than waiting indefinitely for a truck that might never come. Rivian, with its R1T, also stands to gain. The R1T has carved out a niche as a premium adventure vehicle, appealing to a similar demographic of tech-savvy, affluent buyers as the Cybertruck. Rivian has had its own share of production struggles, but it has largely stabilized manufacturing. A Cybertruck delay could push fence-sitters who were cross-shopping the two vehicles firmly into the Rivian camp. Meanwhile, legacy automakers like Chevrolet and Ram are also entering the fray. Chevrolet with the Silverado EV, Ram with the 1500 Rev. A major disruption at Tesla gives them more time to refine their products and scale production. It weakens the market leader and levels the playing field, allowing these established giants to leverage massive manufacturing expertise and dealer networks. In short, Tesla's production nightmare is a dream come true for every other company trying to sell an electric truck. For a publicly traded company like Tesla, everything comes down to the numbers, and the most important numbers are quarterly delivery figures. These figures are a direct measure of the company's production capacity and its ability to generate revenue. They are scrutinized by Wall Street analysts, investors, the media every 3 months. Tesla has set ambitious delivery goals for the second half of 2025, with the Cybertruck expected to be a significant contributor. A production halt, even a temporary one, could put those crucial targets in serious jeopardy. The third quarter is typically strong for automakers. The fourth quarter is typically strong too, as they push to meet annual targets and capitalize on holiday sales. Tesla was counting on a smooth Cybertruck production ramp to bolster Q3 and Q4 results. Each week, the assembly line is paused or slowed represents thousands of lost deliveries. This doesn't just mean lost revenue. It signals to the market that the company is failing to execute. A miss on delivery expectations could send Tesla's stock price tumbling. The financial implications go beyond just the stock price. Mass manufacturing is a game of volume. The Texas Gigafactory has massive fixed costs. The building, the machinery, the workforce. These costs exist whether the factory makes 1 truck or 1,000 a day. When production stops, revenue disappears, but costs remain, draining profitability. This is especially damaging for a new, cash-intensive product like the Cybertruck. Tesla has invested billions and needs returns. This situation puts immense pressure on Elon Musk and Tesla's leadership. They must work around the clock to diagnose and fix the problem. With news of the potential production halt spreading like wildfire, the ball is now in Tesla's court. The company is notoriously tight-lipped, often preferring to let Elon Musk communicate directly to the public via X, formerly Twitter. The first step we can expect is likely a period of silence as they assess the situation internally. They will want to fully understand the scope of the welding issue, explore potential fixes, and calculate the potential length of the delay before making any official public statement. Announcing a problem without a solution would only create more panic and uncertainty. Once they have a clearer picture, Tesla has a few possible paths forward. The most likely immediate action will be a carefully worded statement. This could come in the form of a blog post, an internal email to employees that is strategically leaked, or a series of posts from Musk himself. The message will likely acknowledge a challenge or a bottleneck in production, frame it as a temporary issue, and reaffirm the company's commitment to quality and safety. They will try to spin it as a positive. We are pausing to ensure every Cybertruck is perfect, rather than we can't build them correctly. Behind the scenes, the engineering team will be in crisis mode. If the problem is solvable with software adjustments to the welding robots or minor process changes, the delay might only last a few weeks. However, if the issue is more fundamental, requiring new machinery, different materials, or a partial redesign of the frame's joints, Tesla could be facing a much longer-term challenge. In the end, speculation, financial analysis, competitor maneuvering boils down to one simple, harsh reality. Your wait is almost certainly going to get even longer. For a product that has become synonymous with delays, this latest reported setback is a significant blow. It's a reminder that even after the first deliveries have begun, the path to mass production is not a straight line. The journey from a revolutionary concept to a reliable, mass-market vehicle is fraught with unforeseen challenges, and the Cybertruck is hitting one of the biggest yet. This situation serves as a critical warning for anyone holding a reservation or considering placing one. The allure of the Cybertruck is undeniable. It looks like nothing else on the road and promises performance that defies its size. But a reservation is not a guarantee. It is a ticket to a waiting line that, as we are seeing now, can be paused or reordered at any moment. The enthusiasm and faith that have sustained so many reservation holders for so long are being put to their most severe test. Patience is a finite resource, and Tesla is pushing its most ardent supporters to their absolute limit. As we move into the final months of 2025, the story of the Cybertruck is no longer just about its futuristic design or its impressive specs. It is now, once again, a story about production. It's about the immense difficulty of turning a radical vision into a physical reality at scale. Tesla has overcome production hell before, and it is entirely possible, even probable, that they will do so again. The company's engineers are some of the best in the world, and their ability to innovate under pressure is proven. But solutions take time, and time is the one thing that impatient customers and a competitive market will not grant them freely. So if you are one of the many waiting for that email from Tesla confirming your delivery date, it may be time to temper your expectations. The road to getting your Cybertruck has always been a long one, and it appears a new, unexpected detour has just been added to the map. For Cybertruck reservation holders, the waiting game continues with no clear end in sight.